5. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at our paragraph options, and I think we'll do that inside of our area text here. So first of all, I'll get these elements out of the way. I'm just going to select the point text object here, then I'm going to tap I for my eyedropper. I'm going to select this bottom line of the first block there just to get all of those shrunk down just for the moment. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on the first area text just here, and what I'm going to do then is triple click here to select that first paragraph, and then select all using Command A or Control A just to set the typeface that I'm going to use here. So I think I'll stick to something simple like Helvetica, I think, for this, or any substitution you want to make. Do you know what? Just easiest route, I'm going to choose Arial just here like so. So there we are. That will be perfect. And I'm not too worried about the size, but I will bring that down to about 10 points so we have plenty of room. Okay, in the paragraph panel, which I brought in, by the way, using the shortcut Command T, and it brings in all three, and is left aligned. It's about indentation, so if you need to indent your text at all, and then it's where you can find that. I'm just going to the original few lines in my spans in the type family. Illustrator. And just down at the bottom here, you've got this one, the Touch Type tool, which for setting kerning on the top your way. Let's select that then, and you can see here that it tells us to click on a character to select. But first of all, I'm going to zoom in on the top here. Actually, I'll just tap Z for a moment, or Z, to get my zoom tool, and we'll zoom in and then move up to the top here. Okay, making sure I've got no active text, hold down the Shift key and tap T to get the Touch Type tool. Sounds like it's zoom in and then move up to the top here. Okay, making sure I've got no active text, hold down the Shift key and tap T to get the Touch Type tool. Sounds like it's going to teach you something. And as we come along and click on these individual characters, you can see the boxes that surround the actual type. Now here, for example, I think that D could do with being just a little bit further away from the U. So if I click on that and use my ranging teeth, and just use the arrow key to nudge. Otherwise, change that out. If I go with this Asimov Sans, type design card, This is a vector drawing of one of my cats. This is Bilbo. I think a role model for all of us. He goes to sleep, wakes up in the morning, has a few biscuits, goes out for a walk, runs around a bit, comes back, has a couple more biscuits and a drink, goes to sleep. Rinse and repeat several times until the following day. The cat life. Anyway, I digress. What we're going to look at here is type on a path. Okay, and we're going to do some type around a circle. Select the circle that we currently have here. We're not going to be using that one as it happens, but just select that for now. And then go up to the Object menu, come down to the Path menu, and then choose Offset Path. Okay, now in this field here, we're going to give this a negative value. Now I'm scrolling, which of course makes that menu happen, and then choose Offset Path. That down. I may change original, but there we are for now. Okay, once you've done that, hit OK. It's working. Maybe just scrolling down to the Path menu, and then choose Offset Path. Okay, now in this field here, we're going to give this a negative. Is working, maybe just up a bit from there. Is because it creates you a whole new path and leaves the original untouched. Now next we're going to cut this path into two halves. So tap C on your keyboard to get the scissors tool and come along and just click on this left-hand anchor just here when it says a circle, just there. Brilliant. Okay, now we can tap T to fill a circle and still whole. If I move over that area, so I'll undo that particular operation. If you did want to put type on a path around a complete circle, you can hold down the Option key or Alt key to change its behavior. But with an open path, as these are, that's really straightforward. All you need to do is like so. Don't worry about it being up M-O-R-E, Y or Control Y to go back things. Okay, and then we're going to go up to the Type is OK, there's very top, and down to Type on a Path, and then to the Type on a Path options. Okay, and what we want to do here, everything else here is okay. There's various different ways we can actually make our text appear along the path, but rainbow is good. We're going to choose from the Align to Path drop-down, Center, like so, and hit OK. And now you can see that the text is centered on both of those lines, rather than riding on top or underneath it. Now we can go ahead and choose the typeface that we're going to use. Don't worry if it's 23 points. Oh, 1, 2, 3. You might have noticed, additionally, there are some lines that have appeared. It's actually the limiter. Now, for the cursor showing you the around, limiter here on the side, looking towards the text. And you can click on that and drag to take your text over to the other side. Sometimes it's a bit fiddly, but there you go. That's working perfectly just now. Additionally, what we can do here with text when it's on a path, I think, is to go ahead and add a bit of tracking. Now, Illustrator does do that kind of automatically just here. So if you go back to the Type on a Path options, you can see that it has this spacing option here, but you can increase it, okay, like so. So I've gone for 4 points. If I hit preview, yeah, you see that's not enough. So I'll do that manually. And also here where that R is colliding with the E, that's where I'd actually intervene there. So I'd double click, go in between those, type like that, the kerning. There you go. You can see that's coming out nicely now. But there you go. And that's it. That's how you can create Type on a Path. And those are your Type on a Path. When you send your file off for print, if you're sending the Illustrator version itself, and I recommend if you can send a PDF instead, okay, you'll need to outline your font. And indeed, if you're sharing it with somebody else, If it's an Adobe font, that's fine because they can just sync it. Shift Command, you'll need to outline it. It's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is select the type you wish to outline, and you can either use the shortcut Shift Command O, that would be of course Shift Control O on Windows, or go to the type menu, okay, come down to it just here, create outlines, and that's it. It then becomes a set of vector paths, and you are not contravening any laws about sharing font. At all. There are 3 ways you can bring images into Illustrator, and let's take a look at them in order of least preference first. I'm going to pop out here to Photo.